Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today's motion is this House opposes awards and recognitions in the artistic and/or other creative fields. First of all, let's define what is an award. Award, or we like to call it distinction, is something given to a person as a token of recognition of excellence in a certain specialized field. Usually, these awards are nominated to the lucky winners in an award ceremony organized by distinguished organizations such as museums, government bodies, corporations, and philanthropic groups. Artistic prizes and artistic awards, or something else that is similar to those terms, honor the outstanding artistic talent of the day, honors the brave, the amazing artists of the day. Receiving these are very useful for the artists, as they can find and promote their practice more to many more corporations and groups to want to hire them. With that, with what I just said about it's a wonderful opportunity for the winning artists to promote their practice, let me define more on what artistic really is. Artistic field is literally various branches of activity such as painting, music, dance, literature, etc. Art, but it's not just something that can be expressed just by words. Art is an expression of our thoughts, emotions, intuitions, and desires, but it's much more personal than that. It's about sharing how we as a person experience the world, which is an extension of our own personality. It's a form of communication that cannot be faithfully portrayed or expressed by words. Now, since everyone is different, so their personalities differ, so of course the extension of their personalities are different, which is art. So with this, how do they judge art? How do they find lucky nominees, lucky winners and creative art to receive an award? Even though everyone is different, how to select them? How do we find the winning nominee? By the artist's past achievements, by the artist's hard work, by the artist's contribution to large advancements of art? If that's how they judge art, it's not fair. These these things cannot be judged. No one can judge them, because if they do judge them like this, like in the present day, what of the artists that have worked hard to get to a position, but they don't have any past great achievements and contribution to art? They don't get anything. They just came to an award ceremony where they won't even win at. It gets harder for them, seeing other artists straight up refusing an award after winning them. Yes, there have been many cases of these, though they have publicly, warmly declined them. It's usually the opposite of what we think. Usually we'll think, they think they don't deserve this award, but usually it's the opposite. They think the award doesn't deserve them. They think the award doesn't deserve them. Seeing this, the unfortunate artists, the artists who have no contribution and past achievements, many of them in a variety of specialized fields have tweeted of their out of touch commentary, and this more just reflects more on their personal hurt they've suffered for their art not receiving the recognition they deserve. But it also speaks volumes to larger issues about the lack of gender and racial diversity within the winner's circle, as well as the perceived lack of transparency of the nomination process. Hear that? Racial diversity. In the famous Grammy Awards, this case about racial diversity and lack of gender, it's actual many artists have actually called out to them as to the Grammy Awards ceremony, such as the Drake, The Weeknd, Nicki Minaj, and many more artists have called out to their unfairness on the transparency of the lack of transparency of the nomination process. For example, Eminem, the 15-time award-winning MC, talked to Sway Calloway in the year 2018 how the award givers, the Grammy ceremony award givers, suck the blood out of the artists by requesting their attendance to an award ceremony they won't even win at. After reflecting many more of unfortunate artists coming to the Grammy Award ceremony, even though the side from the Grammy Award ceremony have invited them, and they don't actually win the award at said ceremony. Eminem has publicly announced that he has strictly refused to ever come to the Grammy Award ceremony ever again. A couple of years later, he released a song specifically to the Grammy Award ceremony that it doesn't affect him. These critics can't even stomach me, let alone stand me. With this reasoning, by lack of gender and lack of transparency of nominating process, racial diversity, and overall unfairness of artistic nominating process, I agree with the motion. This house opposes awards for artists in an artistic field or creativity field. Thank you.